In the grand tradition of Snow White and the Huntsman, Jack the Giant Slayer, and Maleficent, we get our next children's story turned into a big blockbuster movie. This one's called John Wick. It's based around the children's rhyme, Jack be nimble, Jack be quick, Jack jump over candlestick. Except for Jack didn't quite jump high enough and nip the wick. Decided he didn't want to go by Jack anymore, wanted to be a little more formal, so now he's John. So we get John Wick. It's a period piece set in the 1800s. Apparently I'm completely wrong. John Wick is actually a 2014 action movie directed by David Leitch and Chad Stahelski. I probably butchered that last name, but close enough, I guess. Here's the spelling. It came out at the end of last year. I don't think it really did too big of numbers. It didn't seem to stay around where I am for too long, but it's really a shame because the movie is pretty fantastic. So in John Wick, Keanu Reeves plays a retired assassin who gets pulled back into the game. I'm not going to say what really pulls him back. It's something that hasn't really been done exactly that way before, but it's very effective. Never have I wanted to see people murdered so much, and he does a great job delivering that. This movie has great fight choreography, and not just fight choreography, it has gunplay. Really good gunplay. Especially, and there's this particular scene, the nightclub scene. It is fantastic, which also brings me to another point, is the music. The music by Tyler Bates is really good. One of the few soundtracks that I listen to that actually have no words to it, and I've listened to it a couple times. It's really good. Keanu Reeves is a badass in this movie. He plays the titular John Wick, who just fucking kicks ass. One of my favorite things about John Wick is he really seems like he was or is an assassin. Most of the time he has two hands on a gun, so it's not as showy, but it looks like it is legitimately what he would do. He also almost always does a headshot. He'll shoot you in the chest, shoot you right in the fucking head just to make sure you're done. It's a hard R movie, which is great. There's also a part in the trailer that you may have seen, which is people keep on asking me if I'm back, and I'm thinking, yeah, I'm back. And I saw that in the trailer, and I was like, they're trying to make that badass. It didn't sound badass, it sounded stupid. I think it must have been an alternate take. Because what's in the movie, when he delivers that line, you're like, fucking hell yeah. Also in the movie is Adrienne Palicki. You may know her from Friday Night Lights, and she was also in G.I. Joe, Rise of Cobra. You may also know her from being the actress that was almost in the porn version of Wonder Woman. Alright, so it's not actually a porn version, but her costume looks more like a porn than the actual porn version did. See what I mean? Adrienne Palicki plays another assassin. She has one really good and brutal fight scene. Lance Reddick is also in the movie. He has a bit part as a hotel clerk, or manager, I guess, probably. You may also know him from Fringe, or what I like to call Poor Man's X-Files. John Leguizamo also plays a small part in this movie, marking two good movies he's been in within the last year, this and Chef. Dean Winters is also in the movie, again, a smaller part. Dean Winters you may know from 30 Rock. In the early seasons he played Tina Fey's boyfriend, and he's also in those Allstate commercials. Doesn't really do much in the movie, but every time I see him, every time he talks, it just kind of makes me laugh. Something about that guy. The way he acts and talks just, I don't know, it just kind of hits me the right way. So once again, I just want to state that this is a hard R action movie, which doesn't really happen as much nowadays. It's got a great soundtrack, really good fight and gunplay choreography. It never really lets up. Very fast-paced overall movie, and that works very well. Never really gives you a chance to catch your breath, which is great. The only negative I would say is it kind of has Return of the King syndrome, which is it really didn't know where to end. It had more than one ending, in my opinion. It kind of had three. You can take two of them and call it one. There's a spot where it felt like it should have ended, and they did what could have been the plot of a sequel, but overall, it's a really good movie. This movie is rated A. What's your favorite Keanu Reeves movie? I think mine's going to be The Matrix, although Point Break is just a little below it. Let me know in the comments section. So thank you so much for watching my first review. You can click below to subscribe, and there will be more coming. Oh, it's kind of warm now. In John Wick, Keanu Reeves plays the titular character. I never quite understand why the hell it's called titular. It's not a tittle. It's a fucking title. So he's the titular character? who is not an FBI agent.